Hey, welcome to your daily tarot card reading from Born Without Boundaries Tarot over here on Astrology Motivation. Please be sure that you are subscribed to this channel or else you will not be able to know when I go live, because I go live at all different times, but I do go live every Monday through Friday. That is consistent. So please do ring that notification bell after you've subscribed to the channel, and then you'll be able to join the live chat. Now, for those of you who are watching this after the live chat, thank you. Thank you so much for doing that. That's awesome for doing that. I want to know what you think too. The people who join and participate in the live chat are awesome, but your comments count too. So please be sure to comment below and tell me how this energy is impacting you, how you're experiencing it. There are zodiac sign specific messages that I do every single week. 12 new videos, 24 actually, if you count the extended readings, over on Born Without Boundaries Tarot. So please go subscribe over there. And every single week you will get your favorite zodiac sign readings so that you can enjoy them. Also, this Saturday, I'm going to go online because I want to do an open discussion about the decks that I use. I'm going to go through verbatim who they are made by. I'm going to show you how you can go about finding them to buy them yourself if you're interested. And I'm going to tell you how and why they actually impact me and why I chose them. Because choosing decks as a tarot card reader is something that is very personal. And many tarot card readers find themselves doing what I just did, which is I gave away like 8 decks. Somebody had given them to me. I never used them. If you don't feel connected to a deck, they don't speak to you. They can be the most beautiful deck in the world. It doesn't matter. So I'm going to go through the decks that I use because a lot of people do ask. The links are always in the description box over here and over on Born Without Boundaries Tarot. But for some reason, I don't think people know how to find the description box. It's weird. But it's that little arrow. Let me show you. Okay. So it's that little arrow right there. Right there.
The link is
look, description box.
Top of the description
Read
box,
more.
And I will pin it to the top of the comment section as well.
This is the Capricorn video. That's me. That's me. My Capricorn video, which is performing horribly. And I don't know why, because it's an exceptional and beautiful message. So Capricorns, support the channel, please. I don't know what's going on. Way back when, Capricorns used to be one of my strongest viewership. And then all of a sudden, they're gone. That nobody watches anymore. I don't know how I lost them or what I did. But if I'm lucky to get 1,000 views on a video now, and it's sad. It's sad. I don't understand what's going on. So, yeah. If you could understand, I don't know if you guys have any suggestions, but I did want to point that out to you. Like, it's in the description box. There's so much information in that. Just my PO box, my PayPal donations, my email address, links to all my social profiles, links to my my website, descriptions of my personal readings, questions that people ask me. They don't have to ask me. All they have to do is fucking read. Just like read. I don't get, but I feel like some people, they just don't know where to look for that description box. So that's where you look. It's that little like downward arrow. Just push it. It'll pop down and you'll find the description box. Yeah, so I'm kind of in a mood today. I will warn you guys. I hope it doesn't interfere with the reading, but it's like day 5 of sweltering heat here, and I kind of just don't want to move right now. It's kind of like really getting to me. So I'm just gonna try to like keep moving and hope that I do my best. What's up, guys? Lynn, hello. I know. But don't forget to hit like. Oh, yeah. Thank you so much. Candace, I didn't even remember to say that. So God bless you. Thank you so much. Hey, Jess. Hey, everybody for logging on. So, what was I going to say? I don't know. I'm so like, I feel like my brain is being sucked out all day all day today. And it's taken me so long to get through my readings. And I normally, it's just, I got so much, I don't have so much energy. I have to respond to what's going on around me. And it's just so fucking hot. It's draining me. And no, there's no air conditioning here. If I turn on the fan, people can't hear me. So I kind of have to swelter as I do my work. And it is what it is for now. I'm blessed to be alive. I'm blessed to have water. I'm blessed to have a roof over my head. Overall, I was sitting in my bed today and I was thinking it was during yoga class. I was thinking how lucky I am to have the problems I have. That means I'm alive. And it means that life is still worth living because there's still shit to take care of and solve. And I love that. I love that. I really do. So even though I'm a bit of a grouch, I know how blessed I am. Yeah, excellent readings for Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. Just really beautiful stuff out there. Let's get into the charts. Hi to everybody who just locked on. Hi, Paige. Hi, Sophie. I must say I'm one of those idiots that doesn't know it's weird because like a lot of people don't know how to use work. They don't know where. I'm still learning YouTube and I've been professional at it for 3.5 years and I love YouTube. And I tell you all the time, I forget to like my favorite videos. I just watch them, I just like go on TV and I don't think of YouTube so much as social media, but it is social. It is a social platform as I do a television platform or an entertainment platform. And so I go on and I don't even think of like, if I was on Instagram, like heart, all those things, it would be second nature, but YouTube, no, I'm just like, I'm turning on a television show, and that's kind of how it impacts people and they forget to hit the like button. Leaving comments is so important to help your favorite YouTubers grow. Sharing videos, telling people, word of mouth still absolutely works, but definitely hitting that like button and staying through and watching the whole video or at least halfway through really helps the algorithm. I am shocked how most people only watch 10 minutes of my 20-minute video. I am horrified because the last 10 minutes and then the extended tells so much about the information. I'm just getting started 10 minutes in. And instead people want to click the fuck off. And I'm just like, who are these idiots watching? It doesn't make any sense to me. Somebody's talking to you. Would you just like cut them off and be like, peace out? It doesn't make like, I don't know. I'm just going to try to stay hydrated. It'll help me be less grouchy. Today is Wednesday, September 7th. And we have Pluto and Mars and Mars and Venus. Mars in Gemini, not doing so well right now. It is an unfavorable aspect to both Venus and Pluto, both of which have a big impact on such sexuality. And with Mercury just like this close to going retrograde, and the fact that we're already in shadow period, guys, watch out, dude. Watch out for making stupid ass decisions when it comes to who you want to fuck and who you want to like be with or who you're attracted to, because there's such an impulsivity, there's such a darkness, there's such a taking things to the extreme or doing something just because it's a thrill and instead of because it actually makes you happy and satisfies you. There's just not, it's not a great time to make great decisions. It's generally speaking a time where impulsivity and poor choices, and even I'm just going to say it, desperation will take over you. So please be very, very conscious of your decisions before you decide them. Think them through, especially when you start getting telling you this is going to be a big Mercury retrograde. Not all Mercury retrogrades are built the same. This is going to be a big Mercury retrograde, because Mercury retrograde is in opposition to Jupiter, and Jupiter makes everything fucking bigger. And I swear to God, where you would get normally one ex calling back, you're going to get 5. Okay. And especially with Mars and Pluto and Venus doing what the fuck they're doing, I'm telling you right now, not really a great time for actual like quality love. Not really a great time, unless of course, no, I'm not going to say that either, because I don't think your mind is that clear, thinking in 100 different directions all at once. I just think you're going to get a lot of messages and a lot of conversations and a lot of like shit talk coming at you. Especially for people who feel some level of guilt toward how they've treated you, what they've done, or feel like you owe people. I gotta warn you, especially if you have heavy Mars placements, watch the fuck out. You're gonna try to justify. I'll get into this in the Aries reading, but you are gonna try to justify getting back with the worst exes, or even if you're happily married now, like letting these people take too much of your time. Let me just say this preemptively. They are still the same fucking assholes they always were. There was still a good reason why you left them. Exes are exes for a reason. Stop giving them any time in your day. That being said, the sun is in a great place. I love it. It's trine to Uranus, which is working out very well for Aquarius energy. Yeah, the sun is in a really beautiful place, just sort of accepting the changes in its life and to itself. So let's there's wonderful things happening personally, in terms of your person and your personal growth, but in your personal intimate life, you're going to, and that could be why it's so deceptive. You're like, "Oh, I'm changing. Things are going so well. I'm changing." But you might be changing in the wrong direction during this Mercury retrograde and these hard aspects to Mars. I'm just going to say that. I'm not in terms of your goals, your aspirations, maybe even your career, but your romance life is going to be just don't please just don't even text them back. Can we just I don't know, promise me that? Like agree? Just agree to just not fucking do it. Trust me. Trust me when I tell you it's just going to be a stupid idea. Hey, Paige. Come to Australia? Ah, I love it. I love it. I love it. Yay. Oh, thank you, Sophie. And I would love to visit Australia. I was just talking to my sister about it because, I travel with my service animal. I travel with my dog, Kisses. Now, I can't travel to Australia with my dog. I know that because I know there's a heavy quarantine period. And I feel like unless you're moving there, there's not really any sense to taking your dog with you, except that she is my service animal. And so there's a little bit of an issue. And I don't know what Australia does about service animals, if they have different rules for them, but there would be a lot more research that I would have to do because I really wouldn't want to travel without her. Let's just put it that way. So I would have to do more research, but definitely Australia is, I want to get there. My sister's been there. I don't remember what town she was, but it was on it was a coastal town, so it was really beautiful. I couldn't wait. I can't wait to go. I think it's going to be, I think it would be wonderful. I remember the old Born Without Boundaries days, watching the weekly videos on my lunch break. Oh, you're so awesome. Which weekly video, Jess, that I used to do? Did I used to do weeklies? I remember I used to have a romantic tarot that I used to do every single week. Nobody watched it. I put so much effort into it and nobody fucking watched the video. It made me so sad. How long is the Mercury retrograde going to last? About 2.5 weeks. It's a good question. Good question. It's finished by the end of September. Hold on. I'll tell you. Or maybe October 2nd. Hold on. Let me see. So it goes on the 10th. Okay. Yeah. It's October 2nd that it goes direct. So October 10th to October 2nd. September 10th through October 2nd. So that's what? Almost, it's not quite 3 weeks. It's almost 3 weeks. No. Yeah. 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 Can you see me? It's so gross. It's about 3 weeks. Yeah. October 2nd is when it comes out of retrograde. And then the end of October, Mars goes into retrograde. But there's also planets that come out of retrograde in Mars. I think Pluto was one. I mean, in October, I think Pluto was one of them. So we start, Mars is going to be retrograde through next year, though. Talk about feeling drained then. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Susanna, hello from Oh, what's up, Portugal? What's up, Susanna? Gosh, it's so great to have you guys on here. I always feel so privileged when I understand that you're coming from all over the place at all different time zones. It gives me chills. I love that. But what was the weekly? Because I just still do a weekly tarot card reading. I still do the weekly astrology forecast over here. I couldn't fit it into my schedule over on Born Without Boundaries anymore. It was just like it was too much. I feel like it was flooding that channel too much. But I still do an astrology forecast. I don't do the in-depth one that I used to because for some reason it dropped off. I used to get like 2,000 views and all of a sudden I was only getting 500. And I was like, what is going on? How am I only getting, I'm putting so much energy. I work at least 2 days on that. And then I used to do daily mantras. It was wonderful. But if it's not going to get any views and it's not going to attract any new subscribers, like I know sometimes I just have to do it because I love it. But I'm so busy doing so many other things too, that sometimes you have to look at your schedule and go like, you can't do everything. So trim the fat, what isn't working, and then be really good at what is working, but I would like a little bit more diversity in my channel. So much room for growth, guys. These are blessings, not issues. Yes, it was the weekly horoscope specific. Still going. The moon readings, lives too were great. What was the moon readings? Oh yeah, I used to go live and do each zodiac signs. But you're one, Jess. Thank you so much for how much support you're giving me. You're such a blessing. I mean, wow. You just lifted me out of the dumps, mostly because I'm melting. But I was kind of like, what is going on? And that's so wonderful that you've been with me so long. You're right. Every new moon and full moon, I used to do a reading live over on Born Without Boundaries Tarot. And I used to do new moon and full moon messages for each zodiac sign. I actually would love to start doing that again. I would really love to start doing it again. But once again, people weren't logging on. They weren't logging on. They weren't watching. It was just falling out. It was just like nothing always. And it was just like, come on. What the fuck? I know. So horrible. 35 people watching and I'm the only one who hit the like button. God bless you, Earl. What if you feel intuitions toward Alexa? You mean like Microsoft? Is that what you mean? I don't welcome that bitch in my home. I don't trust shit like this. I don't trust Siri either. I don't want computers like creeping on me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand the importance of hands-free. That's important. But at the same time, it's like, I don't want a program listening to me when I'm not welcoming them listening to me. You know what I'm saying? Prince of Cups is here. This is an expression of love. Being able to share love or being shown love. Let's say. Maybe this is a new love affair or a new something love, whatever. It's just poetic. It could even be a younger person who is very poetic, very romantic. very open-hearted about what they feel. They're very, very loving person, could be too. Up to the age of 24. 9 of Cups, happiness, victory, success, joy, wishes, dreams come true, fulfilled. Maybe a childhood dream fulfilled, or just a sense of, if you show your love today, it will be returned. King of Pentacles is here. So that is earth energy, solid, responsible, respectable, reliable, and wealthy. If I do say so myself, this is somebody who is usually a boss. A boss. Queen of Swords. Wow, we have a lot of court cards here. So Queen of Swords is about being able to use your cleverness to figure out your way from any situation. It's making decisions that are clear and concise. It's also being objective and not letting your emotions weigh you down. But this is really cleverness. We have 4 of Wands here. Happiness, success, completion, your passions actually like being celebrated in some ways. This could even be a meeting or a get together, maybe even a ceremony that you've decided to go to. I don't know. 9 of Swords sits in the middle of your reading, which is horrible. I don't understand when there's so many things wonderful happening around you. 9 of Swords in the middle is worry, sickness, health, unrest. I've gotta put that on hold. Sorry, guys. We have 5 of Swords. There's defeat. It's almost like saying the way that you're looking at the situation is fucking you up, because everything around you is going really well. But your own worries and stress could fuck you up, because that's central to the reading. 5 of Swords. I would say this. Don't worry about what doesn't work. What doesn't work, let it go. We have 7 of Cups coming, which is distraction and escapism. And then we have 4 of Cups here, which is really not seeing an opportunity when it's like being handed to you. Being distracted or still not being able to make a decision. But then we have 9 of Pentacles, which is growth, abundance, gain. I don't know. Prince of Swords is here. So that is acting on an idea, talking about it, figuring it out. You will be able to figure something out. Whatever is stressing you out, whatever you don't understand, you will absolutely be able to figure it out, but you have to look into it. You have to dig into the intellectual workings of something to figure this out. Because whatever it is not connected to the truth of the situation. The truth of the situation is it's valuable, it's happy. There are actually a lot of really wonderful things going for you, but ultimately there is definitely something here that is undermining you. And I think it has to do with, okay, first of all, I'm not going to play fucking guess. Can you please clarify, God, what is the 9 of Swords here for? 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 What is the 9 of Swords? Can you please clarify the 9 of Swords? The Sun card. Your ego. This could be self-defeating. It's almost like self-sabotage. You're stressed out and you're worried, self-sabotage. Or there's a Leo here. Could be a Leo. The Lovers is here. Happiness, abundance, beauty. Gemini. So we have Leo, Gemini energy. Strength and conviction. But also romance. I don't know. I don't think that's correct, to be honest with you. Can you please, that doesn't make sense to me, God. I'm not saying it's not right, but with my mind right now, I just need you to be clearer. What is the Nine of Swords? Please clarify it. The Emperor. The Nine of Swords is not the Emperor. It's nothing like this. I'm asking, what is the Nine of Swords for? What does that fucking mean? Two of Wands, breaking up, not working. Queen of Pentacles, overworking yourself. Oh, it's almost like you're stressed. You're stressed out. You're stressed out. It's almost like you're stressed out, like you feel like you're putting too much in and not getting enough out. But the truth is, you're not looking at it correctly. There's some sort of delusional aspect to your convictions right now. You're not thinking straight. So it's best to focus on basically love, what makes you whole, what makes you happy. Maybe you even need to take a break for a while. Like, hey, just like sometimes you need to take a break to cool down, to cool off, because it's almost like in some ways, and that's that Pluto Mars craziness. You know, I'm worried more about that than I am about the Pluto Venus craziness, even though that's pretty much crazy too. Just this sense of just having this unbalancedness to your nature right now. And things could be what I said in the videos, pop offish. Yeah, let me know if you've been feeling this way. Just this sense of deciding something isn't going to work out, just almost feeling like you are not valued, like you're undervalued. But I don't think that that's true. I think that it's just how you feel right now. That's what I think. Things will change. And this is the truth. Just keep moving forward. You know, keep your energy and momentum going in the direction that you want to be. That's the only way to handle the situation now. Never-ending story. It feels like something just keeps repeating and repeating and repeating. Milk and honey. That doesn't make any sense to me. None of this is coming together in my head. Clean it up. Whatever keeps repeating because it has to be fixed. It's asking you to be fixed. If there's something that needs to be fixed, maybe there is a cleanup, like all of this is happening again because there is something being cleaned up or taken care of. And honestly, it's actually going to lead to a great deal of abundance for you. So please, please, please just have faith. That's all I can say to you. I know it's hard. Nobody said faith was easy. Dude, I'm struggling right along with you. That's why I ask you to write the comments below. Like, how is this impacting you? I'm curious, dude. I'm a fucking person too. It's like, how is this impacting you? How is this impacting everybody else? Am I feeling what I feel all by myself? I can give you astrological insights into this, but personally, I want to know how you feel. I want to know what you're experiencing, because right now, doesn't it just like, I can feel it too, but this is saying, listen, it feels like the same shit, different day. It just keeps repeating itself, but something is coming in to clean it up, to figure it out. And that's when that milk and honey comes. That's when that milk and honey comes. The system clean out. You know, it's like throwing shit in your face right now. But the truth is, it's like, because the septic needs to be purged and all the shit is coming up into your yard. But once you call, that the septic people are going to come. They're going to dig you out. They're going to give you a new tank. They're going to give you all that stuff you need. And even though it seems like it's setting you back, it's actually going to help move you forward. It's like that. If you remember the movie Moonstruck, it's one of my favorite movies. What a brilliant movie. And Loretta That's Cher's character's name. Her father is a plumber, and her father says to her, you gotta spend money. You gotta spend money to save money. That's what he says, because he's talking to a couple and they're looking at him like he's crazy. But he's saying, I only work with copper pipes because they're more expensive up front, but they save you money in the long run because nothing ever goes wrong with copper pipes. He says all these other pipes, they're cheap, they break, they cost you a lot of money. But if you spend money up front, which will set you back, in the long run, it's going to pay off. So I feel like that's what's happening. And that's why we're stressed out so much right now. We're in the setback phase, and it looks like all this shit is coming up in our yard. But the good thing about it is it's really going to give us a chance to understand what needs to be cleaned the fuck out. I want to share something with you guys. I can't show it to you as I share it because it is whatchamacallit content. It's I can't share other people's content. Word, that is so cool. Word. Oh, that's so pretty. Okay, hold on. I can't share what I'm looking at. Okay, so your emotions are teachers. Anger shows you where your boundaries are. Jealousy shows you where you want to be. Guilt asks you to realign with your integrity. Come on, bitch. Keep going. Yeah. So that's really so anger shows you where your boundaries are. Jealousy shows you where you want to be. Guilt asks you to realign with your integrity. Fear tells you where your work is. Happiness points to what fulfills you and what your heart longs for more of. And sadness indicates the need to grieve a loss. We live in a society that teaches us to accept only good emotions and to repress and resist the uncomfortable ones. But usually the most uncomfortable emotions are our greatest teachers. Give yourself permission to feel all your emotions. Get curious when they arise. Each carries a message for you if only you're willing to look for it. Damn straight. I love it. I love it. That is so amazing. I love that because so many people try to talk around, especially fear and anger and all that stuff. But I've seen a lot of these coming up lately where people are starting to realize it's about the dark and the light and balancing out the two. And you don't balance them out if you ignore the darkness. If you're afraid, what is your fear telling you? If you feel guilty, what is your guilt telling you? This is the second time now I've heard if you're jealous, well, jealousy just means that, that's what you desire. Like now you know what you desire, right? Now it's clear to you and you can head after it. If you're jealous about somebody, why am I jealous? Because there was another conversation that I actually reposted on my Instagram account. If you're not following me on Instagram, go check me out on Instagram, dude. I post content there that I don't post here. She was like, you never get jealous of things that you don't desire. She was like, she had left this example of, I will never be jealous of somebody who has the most luxurious and glamorous apartment in Manhattan. She goes, because I have no interest in living there. I don't care. There's nothing I would be jealous about. You're only jealous because somebody has something that you want. And so instead of, oh, how can I get it from them? Think, oh, okay, so I want that too. I didn't realize that it meant so much to me. And don't be ashamed of yourself. Just write it down and say, okay, this clearly is something that I desire. Let me align to my desires. It's like, don't fear. It's just feelings. Like when I say don't give meaning to every feeling, it doesn't mean don't understand what they're trying to tell you. It means don't judge yourself or condemn yourself. If I get angry or if I'm jealous, I'm a bitch or I'm a horrible person or I'm not a good person. That's giving meaning that you shouldn't give. That's bullshit. But to understand them and understand, oh, they're signaling something to me. Listen to it. And I feel like that's what's going on. There's a sense of all this shit is coming up inside of us today, which is why the central energy is the 9 of Swords. There's all this shit coming up in us today, and we're feeling bad about it. It's hurting us so much because we're convicting ourselves. We're convicting ourselves for feeling what we feel, but you know what? We fucking feel it. And it's trying to tell you what is really important to you. What is it that you desire? What is it that you really want? And once you know what you desire and what you want, now you can aim yourself in that direction. You don't ever have to worry about somebody else getting there first, because you will get there in the time that you were supposed to get there. But I promise you, as long as you're on the path, as long as you accept and are happy about that desire and wanting to go that direction, you will stop being jealous almost immediately. Because it's not even just about having what you want. It's about giving yourself permission to desire. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's like all of this is like you're stabbing yourself in the head. You're making all these assumptions that aren't really happening. They aren't. You're going to be just fine. Find your heart space, find your purpose, your pain, your worry, your frustration. It's helped you find the right version of everything you desire. It's leading you. It's leading you. Allow yourself to learn from it. Yeah, cleaning up. Something's coming along. Like it keeps coming back around. This is karma. You will keep repeating the same cycle until you figure out how to clean it up and fix it. And if you're having trouble figuring out how to clean it up and fix it, just say, hey, God, I don't know what you're trying to tell me. I'm not trying to be facetious. I'm not trying to be a spoiler. I need your help. What are you like with the cards? I think people think I'm crazy when I talk to the cards, but I'm like, God, I know this would communicate clearly to somebody else. Like there's another reader who would get it like that, but I need you to give me something else here because I just don't understand what you're trying to tell me. God will always answer sincere prayers. Always. He's not going to make fun of you. She's not going to worry or be bitchy and say you should know. No. Oh, okay. I'm not communicating clearly. Let me figure out let me try it again. You know, that's kind of what it is. It's just like, let God know. What exactly do you want from me? Like, God, I would have made the change if I knew what you're talking about, but I can't figure this out. Take a second and just pray. That's it. Just pray. Please give me these answers in the form that I can completely understand because I want to make changes. I want to change my ways. What exactly are you trying to tell me? You know what I'm saying? It's like God, please, I just need a little clarity. Can I just please, oh my God, could I just please have a little clarity? That's all it is. That's all it is. I hear you, VB. Having food aversions. That's definitely like, you're definitely changing. Physiologically, you're changing. Your physiology is changing. Druid, hold the space. Wise one. Grow within your current situation. Leave room to learn. Shalom, master. She-wolf. Follow the voice of your soul. Unleash the wild within and be graceful in movement and action. The reason why you've been so stuttered is because you're holding too much back. You have to trust your instincts more. You actually have the integral knowledge inside of you. You don't need everything you think you need. Just let out the wild, let out the craziness, trust your inner beast. They will give you more elegance and grace than you could ever imagine. Like, when have you looked at a lion or a wild cat or even a wolf in the wild and said, oh God, he's sloppy. Look how clumsy that motherfucker is. No, the primal is so connected. It is not sloppy. It is elegant. So it's like, you've got to connect to your primal. You've got to trust your instincts and intuition. You got to trust that beast within. Druid, hold the space. It could even be ask for wisdom. Ask your ancestors for advice. This is scorpionic energy, so rising from the ashes to becoming so much better than you are right now, becoming so much more. You will make a comeback, is what the message is, what God wants to tell you today. You are making a comeback. Believe me. Watermelon tourmaline, de-stress your mind, body, and schedule as you need to rest, recharge, and revive. Don't try to take on too much or feel like you should. Spiritual or religious community. Join with like-minded people for friendship and increased spiritual growth. Maybe togetherness is what you need, and isolation is part of your problem, or at least being isolated from people that you really think get you, or that you can really talk to, on a one-to-one basis. Control issues. Utilize your God-given strength and power instead of fearing that others may try to control you. It's not about others. It's not about the competition. I think even me absolutely get really involved in all that crap, and it actually doesn't matter worth a goddamn at all. Just letting you guys know. It really just is about you running your own race. I think it was Mikhail Baryshnikov that I heard speak. He said, I just try to dance better than myself the day before. And I got to tell you, that motherfucker is the best competition you could have. So if he's just trying to dance better than he did the day before, he's got the best competition. And that's kind of what it is. It's like, just do your best where you are. Maybe we're wasting too much energy worrying about what everybody else is doing, which is putting too much stress on us. And the suggestion from Spirit today is calm yourself down, slow yourself down, trim the fat off your schedule. Don't try to do so much. Just do the important things. Focus on the important things. What the important things are will tell you a lot about who you are and how you can honor yourself better. And get around and talk to people who are actual good conversationists for you, like good people for you to be around. I know it may not be, you can't do it all week long, but definitely be around people who kind of encourage you, inspire you, motivate you. It's so important. Like, who you hang out with ends up being who you are. And if you are lonely and you don't hang out with anybody, 42, baby, that could also be who you are. And that could be causing big problems. Achievement. Take a little time to reflect on what you have achieved to this date. It is often easy to forget where you started from and how far you've come. Honor and be grateful for this extraordinary journey that is your life. And then we have fear. I, Archangel Michael, am here to help you through the present time. I love you. I protect you and keep you safe. Trust that all is well. Accept my love and allow it to dissolve your fear. You're being protected, guys. I promise. I love you so much. Thank you for being on here. I'm going to try to catch up on these having food aversions. Hey, Jason. I'm cleaning the riff out of my life. Amen. Hey, Paul. Oh, thanks. That's cool. MPG, what's up? How are you? I'm glad you caught me. I'm glad. Feeling a bit. Yep. All of us, girl. All of us. Hey, Alana. I've been listening to your videos while driving lately. Oh, God bless. Like now, and the sirens in the background. I had a lot of sirens in the background. There's so many sirens near where I live. Isn't that supposed to mean like angels are around, especially Archangel Michael and their protection? Hi, Successful 71. Hey, Dana. Oh, thank you so much. I love you too. Food aversions. Yes, so weird. It's you're physiologically changing. It happens to everybody. Are you at like a 7-year mark in your life? Are you at one of those 7-year intervals? Because you change a lot. You do. Physiologically, like it says, supposedly every cell in your body is different. So it would make sense that you are starting to hate, like the foods you used to like, you don't like anymore, and foods that you used to hate, all of a sudden. Also, are you pregnant? I'm just saying, because sometimes that happens when you're pregnant too. It happened to me, like it happened to me when I was pregnant. I remember the only time I'd ever have food aversions was when I was pregnant. It was the strangest thing. It was, I think, two things when I was pregnant. And that's because physiologically you are absolutely changing. Number one, salmon, which I love to this day. But when I was pregnant, couldn't stand it, couldn't have it anywhere near me. It was weird. It was weird. I was like repulsed by it. Now, I love it now. Once again, same thing. I loved it before. I love it now. But when that little motherfucker was inside of me, aversion. Couldn't stand it. Couldn't stand it. Milk. I am lactose intolerant. I have never enjoyed drinking milk in my life. I love ice cream and I love cheese. I have to take my Lactaid. But when I was pregnant, but I always hated milk unless it was chocolate milk. And I'll basically drink chocolate anything. But milk, like drink your milk. Oh, make me want to gag. When I was pregnant, go craving it. I used to have gallons in my refrigerator. It was fucking weird. Once again, not pregnant, can't stand it again. So I don't know if you, I hope if you want to be pregnant, maybe yay. If not, maybe not. But that can also change why your physiology. It legitimately changes your physiology, and you will crave things that you never craved before, and that you will never crave again. Trust it. Your body knows what it needs. It wouldn't ask for it if it didn't want it. I wonder if I am in a 7-year mark. Yeah, I'm changing my standards and boundaries. Well, just check your age, sunshine. Just check your age. If is it a multiple of 7? You know, are you 7? No, you're not 7. Are you 20? You shouldn't be 7 on here. Are you 21? Are you 28? Are you 36? You know, are you like, what are you? You know, are you what? It's got to be like it's got to be an interval of 7. It's not 36. 36 is an interval of 7. Are you 35? That's an interval of 7. Are you 42? You know, are you like ask yourself that. Are you 48? Are you 49? Like, are you an interval of 7? Because it's about that 7-year mark that our bodies can change a great deal. Yeah, every 7 years. Physiologically, there's something with 7. It's kind of magical, but it's also just so natural for us. It's just an interesting, like 7 days a week, right? Like there's a big, something to that number. Like, I think when it comes to numerology, that's my weakest. I don't really know a lot about numerology at all. Favorite food in any pasta with tomatoes. Oh, fuck yeah. Pregnant. Oh my God. Nauseating. Couldn't smell it. For real? See that, Maria? Crazy, right? And I bet you it's still your favorite now. It's like they possess you. And let me ask you something. Does your child have any aversion to it? Because I know even my son will eat salmon, but he doesn't like it. And he used to like to drink milk, though now he's lactose intolerant or sensitive. And he won't drink milk directly anymore. But he did change me. I'm wondering, ages ago, pregnancy. But she hates lemons. Okay. Because they change too, right? Their bodies change too. That's so interesting. See that? It's like they legitimately possess your body. That may not be what's going on with you, MPG. It may not be at all. Like, check to see if like you're at your 7-year mark. How old am I? I'm 44. I just passed the 7-year mark 2 years ago. And look at the huge change I made to my life. I finally moved out of my hometown. Something happens to us at those 7-year marks where shit just isn't the same anymore. And we're ready to let go. 58. Amen. Feel like I have been in a nightmare my whole life. That's interesting. Do you know your natal chart? Oh, you see, guys, you got to join the Unbound membership because we have some great conversations and I can go a little bit deeper on those. I ate lemon tasty cakes every day. And oh, I get you. Now she's like, ew, lemon, please. I've had enough of that. Because they eat what you eat. You actually feed the baby. You really are what cleanses what takes their poop away, you are their circulatory system. It's really all connected to your body. It's not a separate system. So, wow, that's really interesting. So it is fascinating. I got to get offline. Because I got videos to record and I don't have the energy to do it. But I'm going to do it and I'm going to do my very, very best. Let's put it that way. I love you guys like crazy. I hope you're on here with me tomorrow. No, I should join the Unbound. I need help, obviously. Or, it may not be the Unbound membership. If you need help right now, maybe there's a counselor in your local area. That can help you just compartmentalize and organize what's going on. Because if you really, really, really need help, then you really, really deserve it. In other words, your body and your mind are already telling you, help, I need somebody I can't figure this out on my own. So it's definitely start with prayer. Absolutely. But then, pray out loud by asking another human, because we're put on this earth to live together. Ask, can you help me with this? And it may not be an astrologer, it may be a counselor, but go and reach out to somebody ASAP, because you deserve somebody to help you out with it. And it seems like you are a little bit, you can't be objective, right? You can't be objective. And you're welcome. You can't be objective. So somebody else could. This actually could be talking about hire somebody, get advice. And you know what? I have to think about that too, whether it's for your health, your mental health, whether it's for my business health, whatever it is. At this point, sometimes you reach a wall and you don't know how to get around it. So it could just be a really good day to ask for help. We're here for each other. Don't you like to be of assistance and usefulness to other people? I love you guys. Thank you so much for even taking time out of your day to spend with me. I will definitely see you on here tomorrow, or at least I hope I'll see you on here tomorrow. Thank you for all the likes. I appreciate it. And remember, if you are watching this after the live chat is over, leave your comments below because they're important to me and I want to know. I'll see you guys in the videos on Born Without Boundaries Tarot and hopefully tomorrow. Be sure you're subscribed to this channel.